I was at a stand-up comedy show hosted by my grandson. One fellow told this story. It could only happen in New York, and only to me. I was in the Port Authority, and someone grabbed my ass. Really, only in New York, and of all the people in New York, only to me. No one else is that unlucky. He went on and on until finally I got pissed and piped up. Have you ever talked to a woman? What happened to you happens to women every day in every city, town, and suburb. There was a murmur of agreement from the women in the room. Afterwards, I realized people don't really know how pervasive harassment is. So the Owl Project was born. I wanted something fun, colorful, not maudlin, not blaming, just a way to show the numbers, to make the pervasiveness visually obvious. I decided on origami, cheap, easy, and something to do with our hands while we talked. And owls, symbols of wisdom, silent flyers, night hunters with 360-degree binocular night vision. Owls that rid the world of vermin. I started at St. Mark's, Capitol Hill in D.C. Some friends and I asked people, mostly women, how many incidences of sexual harassment they had experienced in their lives. 52 women and 3 men reported 1,535 incidences. Then we folded owls, one for each incident. Folding sessions turned out to be a place for safety and healing. They created a bond amongst the participants. Most people just shared numbers, but sometimes someone would share a story. One young woman said, I was running and a man called me over to his car. I assumed he needed directions. When I got there, he was jerking off. What did I do? I was wearing sweats, not shorts and a sports bra. What did I do? The others were unanimous. No matter how she was dressed, it wasn't her fault. But support has not always been there. One woman reported that when she was a child, her uncle would come to her room every week and rape her. But when she told her mother didn't believe that her brother could do a thing like that. But she was all too ready to think her daughter a liar. Then there was an older woman whose first response was, no, never, never. That never happened to me. The next time I saw her, she said, you know, I did experience that, and not just once. Why did I repress even the notion that that could have happened to me? So we kept folding. We displayed owls all over the church, in the nave, the foyer, and in the parish hall, from the pillars to the ceiling and everywhere in between. One of the students of the St. Mark's dance studio, a 6-year-old girl, was putting on her street shoes in the foyer. She noticed the owls and asked Rector Michelle, who was nearby, why are there so many heads hanging everywhere? Michelle was stumped, but then asked, have you ever said no or told someone to stop annoying you? The girl nodded. Well, each owl is for a time when that happened, and it didn't work. They weren't respected, the girl said with a big nod. Right, said Michelle. The St. Mark's installation got some great press, including a video for Voice of America in Russian, parts of which you've seen here. But we weren't done. After the church installation, the owls flew to smaller venues. The White Swan Coffee Lab in Evansville, Indiana. Dr. Insomniac's coffee shop in Novato, California. And most recently, 10% of them to the Tag Gallery in Frederick, Maryland. Now the count is up to 2,553 incidents for 94 people. If this video is being shown at a live event, please find me. I'm wearing an owl pin. Talk to me, or just add your numbers, or send me email. Elin@watercolordc.com. Many thanks to the men, women, and children who contributed, counted, and folded. To Maria Helena Carey at the Hillis Home. To Voice of America, especially Serge Sokolov and Karina Bafragian. And to the Washington Sculptors Group at Harvard Center for Hellenic Studies for hosting this show.